The benefits and difficulty of being an INFJ parent. The most significant relationship a person may have is probably with their parents. This experience has unique obstacles and victories for an INFJ parent. Undoubtedly, the relationship between INFJ parents and their children is challenging. Let's examine some of the INFJ parents' strengths and weaknesses based on the 4 traits that make up this unique Myers-Briggs personality type. The INFJ parents' strengths and challenges. An introvert. Whether they are infants, toddlers, or teenagers, all children require a lot of attention. Know of their personality type, introverted parents struggle with this neediness. But for INFJs, the issue may be made worse by their features of feeling and judging, giving their kids the immediate attention they want against retaining the sense of renewal that comes from time alone is a daily conflict for parents. If INFJ parents decide to prioritize alone time, they could feel bad about it and view themselves as selfish and careless. They run the risk of becoming husks of themselves if they give up their alone time to meet the never-ending responsibilities of raising children. I can vouch for that, believe me. Eventually, you'll appear to be parenting while secretly becoming an angry robot that just provides the bare minimum of emotional and physical care needed to raise a content child. As the child gets older, there are more social situations when the introvert's limited social energy is put to the test, such as sleepovers, chaperoned events, and parties. INFJs often put their own wants aside to put their child's needs first since they can deeply and intuitively sense their need for friendship. Then, if you're anything like me, when your emotional reserve is low, you revolt in an impetuous flurry of no's. It can be unpleasant and completely unbearable to think of hosting a group of boisterous tweeners for the night after a long day at work when you're required to engage with others. INFJ parents only have to say no when it threatens our very sanity, and we do so while pleading in silence for our kids' forgiveness. Intuition. INFJ parents have a sixth sense, similar to the proverbial statement about Santa Claus that he knows when you're asleep. He knows when you're awake, and their children are there in front of their highly tuned radar. INFJ parents are particularly aware of their children's fluctuating moods because they pick up on the little things they do every day, such as a weak reaction to nursing, unexpected silences, or even the way they drop their book bags after a long day at school. Yes, INFJ parents occasionally seem to understand exactly what their kids are thinking or feeling, while nobody else is able. INFJ parents perform well in this area because they are adept at determining if a hastily supplied "I'm fine, Mom" is true or false, and whether a stomach discomfort is a genuine illness or only a covert request for more attention. As kids grow older and experience unspoken bullying and hidden heartbreaks that are too hard to discuss, INFJ parents become almost Sherlockian in their ability to pick up on small details. They may become aware of their children's distress thanks to their sleuthing, which some other personality types could miss. Parents who are intuitive about their children's inner nature are often keen observers of what is happening in their children's lives. This can aid them in determining the appropriate course of action, which may include a trip to the playground, a stop at the ice cream parlor, a good old-fashioned let's sit down and chat, or even just a watchful stillness so the child can process feelings on their own. While having intuition may seem like a good quality, it can occasionally cost you peace of mind because the INFJ's feeling side is strongest when it comes to their love for their children. A sense. The INFJ parent forms a lifelong bond with their child from the moment of their birth, as are most parents. The intense emotionality of this personality type, though, can make the feelings seem so strong they are nearly dizzying. They may feel their children's suffering nearly physiologically in addition to sensing it. This results in a lovely bond, but it also puts a lot of responsibility on the INFJ parent. Being an INFJ mother, one of my most difficult experiences was when my son failed his driving test. I was inundated with a maelstrom of his pain when he got out of the automobile. So many emotions. as he struggled to maintain composure in front of onlookers' gaze and felt the tiny child and the crocodile cry copiously inside. I could sense it. I was absolutely ill to my stomach. In fact, I believe he recovered from the incident more quickly than I did. INFJ parents may be concerned about how they will cope as well as their children when there are so many significant events and difficulties waiting for them. In any case, INFJ parents create capable emotional support systems and attentive listeners. The phrase, "Mom, you don't know how it feels," is frequently untrue. Making judgments. For both INFJ parents and their children, the most difficult aspect of being an INFJ is frequently the judging aspect. INFJ parents can be a little too demanding because they have high expectations for themselves and are so passionate about their kids' success. INFJ parents will not easily accept a child's weak justifications for not giving it their all in matters that matter, never giving up on goals they deem vital. The response to a child who says, "I can't do this math," or "this teacher offers too much work," may be, "Try harder, or you will just stay after school to seek help until you do get it." The child is aware that they can usually obtain what they want by tugging at their excessively sympathetic INFJ parents' emotions. But it will never, ever work when it comes to matters that their parent finds important and crucial, such as morals, kindness to others, and schoolwork. Even though these tight rules of the road for INFJ children might be advantageous, INFJ parents occasionally push too far or become overbearing in their attempts to pilot their children through life. Of course, not just INFJs are susceptible to this temptation. Nearly all parents experience some degree of balance difficulty. However, it's undeniably an intense and common struggle for INFJs. In situations like this, INFJs need to take a step back and weigh the advantages and disadvantages of their too demanding approach. Here, an INFJ parent must prioritize their intuitive side over their judging side. The child can still achieve big goals and feel independent if these issues are handled appropriately. Every parent has some skills and flaws when it comes to parenting. To guide their child through the complex maze of life, INFJ parents must draw on their inner understanding of themselves, their kids, and the world at large. The beauty of their intuitive, emotional nature can result in an exceptionally special parent-child bond, one that will last a lifetime, if they can manage their driven nature without putting undue responsibilities on their kids.